What's up, guys? Today I want to do like a more commentary type video. This is different than what I normally do, but I want to be talking about the state of Battlegrounds, specifically Dragon Ball Z related Battlegrounds games on Roblox and why they just never work. For the first example, I'm going to use Key Battlegrounds, which fell off the face of the earth. Like a commentary video, I'm going to put some gameplay in the background. Well, this is not me actually playing. This is me playing earlier today. I hopped back on the game with my friend Billy to kind of give it a whirl, and it's still good, but we're not here to talk about the gameplay. We're here to talk about why it never worked. Now, if you know anything about the developers, the main reason this game fell off is because it just stopped getting updates. The reason being is that the main developer of this game left it and abandoned the entire project to join Realm Rampage, another popular-ish Roblox Battlegrounds game. Thing is, though, Realm Rampage shortly fell off after it came out. I think right now it's averaging like about 1,000 players, and it never gets updates as well. And I'm 80% sure if they would have never swapped to Realm Rampage and kept focusing on Key Battlegrounds, they would have had a decent and consistent player base because this game was extremely promising. The reason being it would have been so promising is that Key Battlegrounds was the first polished Battlegrounds game that was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Most other ones that were currently playable were not good. And we'll be talking about those ones later, but Key Battlegrounds was the most promising one, and it sadly fell off due to lack of development. Not to mention, the creator actually faced a little bit of backlash due to the fact that he released Goku Black as an early access character and then instantly stopped development right after. Basically meaning that if you spend Robux to buy Goku Black, you would never use him again. He had one move and he would only have that move because the game's development was shut down. But overall, when it comes to Key Battlegrounds, it's just a sad fact that, development stopped and the creator didn't care about it anymore. I'm pretty sure he still works on Realm Rampage. That game also barely gets updates. It gets updated about once a month. But we're going to continue on to the next Battlegrounds game. Z Battlegrounds was the first of its kind, and I would know because I was playing it back then. While Z Battlegrounds was also neglected by its developers, it wasn't as promising as Key Battlegrounds because due to the fact that the game was unpolished, unbalanced, and overall just mediocre. It had cool things in it, don't get me wrong, but it was pretty, sloppy. The one thing they did have, though, was a insane roster of characters. They had, a lot. One major factor to the downfall of this game was the sloppy combat system. A simple Goku combo, without even trying, could have your enemy on 20 HP. Every character was unbalanced and unnecessarily did too much damage, which resulted in, all these characters coming out and just being insanely OP and never getting nerfed. I don't even know if the characters ever got nerfed. Matter of fact, I just remember when Hit got released, it was by far one of the worst things I've ever seen. Now, while Z Battlegrounds isn't completely abandoned like Key Battlegrounds, the updates for this game has been decreasing in time, They went from about an update every 1 or 2 months to an update every 6 or a year. Not to mention, the animations were pretty sloppy. Looking at this Super Saiyan Blue Goku Kamehameha, it is pretty good for its time, but compared to today's Battlegrounds, it actually looks horrible. Look at a Heroes cutscene and compare it to this. Now, while I will give this game some things that were pretty cool, like Fusion, the fact that it had horrible cutscenes, horrible combat, and, developers that really weren't too worried about it or too focused on updating the game, it was really destined to fail for a long time. And I'm not shocked that it's at 54 players, currently. But on to the next game, which is a more newer DBZ Battlegrounds game, but even if it's new, that doesn't make it good. This game is really bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it when I say this, but this game is shit. One of the main reasons this game fell off was because of the horrible balancing and the sloppy combat. Characters like Gohan had every combo extender, not to mention the game's already buggy combat system allowed you to pull off a total of 6 combo extenders with one character. Not to mention the time it was released. Because of the time it was released, this game is getting snuffed out by the big hitters like Heroes Battlegrounds, The Strongest, and JJS. But then again, I'd argue that this game doesn't deserve a chance to become big. It is genuinely horrible. I hate to say, but Dragon Ball games on Roblox are really destined to be nothing but bandit beaters. Battleground style games always fall off and die, and unfortunately they probably always will. But that's the end of the video.